stepped around the corner just the other night, bumped into the middle of a man and his wife. He hit me in the eye, she kicked me in the knee. They said, if you're gonna hang around New Orleans, boy, be nice or leave. If you're gonna hang around New Orleans, be nice or leave. Living on them collard greens, give me some rice and beans. Guess it boils down to what you believe. If you're gonna hang around New Orleans, be nice or leave. Well, I traveled most of my life. I've lived in several different musical communities, and every time I relocate, I try to absorb some of the local color into my writing. And there's triggers that, certain localities have certain characteristics, okay? So this time when I came to New Orleans to stay, I kept looking for these triggers, and I'm like, goodness, they're everywhere, So kept seeing Be Nice or Leave and all, Dr. Bob's signs all over the place, So that was one, Red beans and rice, and the whole thing about the equalization of personalities here. The big shots aren't so big and the small people aren't so small in New Orleans. And that's kind of what I want to get across here. Let's be nice to each other. Let's treat each other with respect. My brother-in-law passed away a couple of years ago from cancer, but he and I used to get together at family gatherings and play bluegrass music and folky old country stuff like that. And he was a farmer and just a very happy, positive kind of guy. One of his favorite songs was Fly Away, which is a huge traditionally played song here in every kind of form and fashion you can imagine. Well, a friend of mine had a very dear friend who passed away, and there was a second line over on Frenchman Street one day. And Kevin, I'm sorry I'm digressing here, but Kevin's friends had played Fly Away at his funeral, and in tribute to him and everything. It was a very emotional experience and everything. Well, we're going along in the second line, and sure enough, here they fire up on Fly Away, and they're just kicking it, I just dialed my sister's number. I held it to I knew she picked up, and I just held the phone up, and here we are dancing in the second line, so you could hear the horns are blasting and everybody's singing and having fun, and later I found out that it really moved her very deeply, that that the connection of that song brought, and the connection of the funeral experience, New Orleans to the Ozarks. It was a neat transition, So that was one moment that really meant a lot to me as far as New Orleans music goes. If you're gonna hang around New Orleans, be nice or leave. Living on them collard greens, give me some rice and beans. Guess it boils down to what you believe. If you're gonna hang around New Orleans, be nice or leave.